देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपा कुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमो पंकजनाभाय नमो पंकजमालिने नमो पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम्। नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। योऽन्ता प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तान् सञ्जीवयत किल शक्तिधरा स्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। कथाञ्चन स्मृते यस्मिन् दुष्करं सुकरं भवेत् विस्मृते विपरीतं स्यात् श्रीचैतन्य नमामि तम्।
की जय। Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hare Krishna. Today we are very fortunate to have with us His Grace Rajabhi Hari Guruji, who is very well known for those who are here for the first time. He is a monk, spiritual guide, author, and is a wonderful teacher who shares Krishna consciousness in many parts of the world, especially in the US, many parts of Europe, also in the Middle East. Prabhuji had masters in finance and economics. More importantly, today I heard from one of the American teenager. He was actually sharing his observation, just two quick observations. He was sharing that Prabhuji has a very unique formula in which he can connect with all ranges in all age ranges. And he can exactly, like how we say, he knows the pulse of the audience. And more importantly, he blends so wonderfully the contemporary history as well as the deep Vedic study and presents in a very, very palatable as well as deeply inspiring way. And the second point he was sharing was he also has a unique style of delivery in which it appears very casual, but you will see that as you go along, that has very powerful messages and deeply inspiring pastimes. So, further ado, I would like to invite His Grace Rajabhi Hari Prabhu to continue for the second day of seminar. Thank you so much, Guruji. Let us Welcome Prabhuji with 3 loud Haribos.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, for your kind words of introduction and appreciation. Thank you. So today we'll do part 2 of our workshop on gratitude and appreciation. Yesterday we learned how to see Krishna and how to see divinity in all our social interactions. How to see Krishna in the world outside of us. Today we will see how to see Krishna within us. And this is going to be a very, very important workshop if you are open-minded and if you just follow what I say for a few minutes. I'm sorry, I'll be ordering you to do a few exercises, but they'll be short 1-minute exercises. So I made you write something yesterday in the beginning of the workshop. I asked a question, remember? Have you brought that answer today? Can you read it for 1 minute, what you have written? If you have not written, you can write the answer today, but we'll have less time now. We have to start. So the question I asked was, what are the most difficult, uncomfortable, painful challenges that you have gone through in your life? And I hope you have answered it, and I hope you have read it once. And today at the end of the workshop, we will be visiting that question again. So today, we'll start right away. We'll discuss another important, powerful principle called gratitude. Gratitude means what? Saying thank you. This is such a casual thing, right? We always, all the time we say thank you. But this thank you, these two words are very powerful force if we invest certain energy into it. And that's what we'll discuss today. So I'm going to discuss with you a few principles of gratitude, and we'll also do an exercise to practice that principle. So that you can go back home and next time when you come in front of Krishna, you actually know how to thank Krishna. So first principle of gratitude, very, very important. This is the foundation. Gratitude is not abstract or vague. Gratitude is specific. What is gratitude? It is not. It is. Means you can't say, Prabhu, thank you for everything. Thank you for everything means thank you for nothing. But when you tell Krishna, Krishna, thank you for one. Thank you for, let's say, you had a difficult exam and you passed that exam. Thank you, Krishna. I was having so much confusion. I didn't know what was the right answer. Krishna, you helped me. You guided me. Thank you. You see, there's a specific thank you. So sometimes devotees say, Krishna, thank you for everything. We are actually avoiding the energy of gratitude when we give a general understanding of gratitude. Yata rishikesha khalena devaki kamsena ruddhati chiram sucharpita vimochitaham cha sahatmaja vibho tvayeva nathena muhur vipadgana. Kunti Devi says in the Bhagavatam, Krishna, thank you. You protected Devaki from the envious Kamsa. And you protected all my children from a series of dangers. Thank you, Krishna. But she doesn't end there. The next verse, she actually specifies what are the things that she is grateful to Krishna for. 1. Vishan Mahagne Purushada Darshanat Asat Sabhaya Vanavasa Krichrita Mride Mridene Kamaharatasrato Draunastratascha Hare Virakshita. Krishna, thank you. You protected my son Bhima from the poisoned cake fed by Duryodhan. Vishan Mahagne. Then you protected us Purushada Darshana from Bakasur when we were at Ekachakra. Asat Sabhaya protected Draupadi in the vicious assembly of the Kurus. Vanavasa Krishrita. During Vanvas, you protected us. Mrude ne kamharatastrato. You protected us from the different astras that were hurled by the Kauravas during the war at Kurukshetra. And just now you protected us. Draunastratashasmahare Rakshita. You protected us from the Brahmastra released by the son of Drona. You see what she has done? So you could also thank Krishna. Krishna, thank you. When I was a teenager, you protected me like this from bad association. When I was applying for US visa interview, you protected me. You got me the visa. Then when I came to US, you got me a job. Thank you, Krishna. You gave me a nice son, nice wife, whatever. Basically, we can thank Krishna for specific gifts. This is the first principle of gratitude. Now, this is the first principle. What is gratitude? Not abstract, but specific. Now comes the interesting part. Now, what happens, when you make gratitude specific, sometimes it gets boring. Like I started gratitude journal many years ago. So I would write like this. Thank you, Krishna, for giving me wonderful parents. Thank you, Krishna, for giving me amazing grandparents who gave me Krishna consciousness when I was a child. After a few days, thanking Guru, parents, everyday writing, thank you. It just takes 3 minutes, gratitude journal, but writing and thanking the same people every day, you are not able to have feelings, and it's not, the energy is not there of gratitude. So that time I discovered a very powerful technique or a powerful tool called fresh gratitude. Or how many of you, if you are given a choice of stale food and fresh food, what would you prefer? Fresh. Why? Because fresh is fresh. So gratitude also can be fresh. In one house in US, on Ekadashi, big feast. Wow. I was like surprised. Ekadashi, you can make 15 items. But they made a lot. I said, Mataji, this will be leftover. So don't worry, Prabhu, we'll keep it in the deep freeze. So I immediately said, oh, you'll eat it tomorrow. He said, no, next Ekadashi. I said, wow. But if you are given a choice, you would prefer fresh prasad, right? So what is fresh gratitude? Fresh gratitude is simple. You have to thank Krishna for the gifts that you got in the last 24 hours. Have you got something? Okay, first of all, understand what is gratitude. Gratitude means, two things. One is something very valuable has come to you. That's why you are feeling grateful. And secondly, something which is not your doing. Some other force has helped you. Something which is not in your control is helping you get it. That is why you are grateful. Some other help, somebody has helped you, and you got something which is really valuable. Then there is emotion of gratitude. So in the last 24 hours, can you think of something for which you are very grateful? Once I asked this to a group, he said, Prabhuji, but last 24 hours, I am doing so much service. Others have to be grateful to me. Okay. Is there anything that you can be very grateful for that you got in the last 1 week? Something will be there, no? Fresh gratitude means if you can't remember something in the immediate 24 hours, go back. See, if you are already practicing gratitude, then I'm giving you fresh gratitude. But if you have never practiced gratitude, then stale gratitude is also okay. See, if somebody is hungry, he has not eaten anything, even old pav bread will be okay. Right? But if you're already eating every day same dry bread and suddenly you're offered fresh, hot chapati, pizza, soup, then it's fresh. So if you're already practicing gratitude, then practice fresh gratitude. But today, if you're confused how to practice fresh gratitude, okay, go back. Last 1 week, something good has happened to you? Okay, if you can't remember anything good that has happened in the last 1 week, how many of you feel that you have something to be grateful for in the last 1 month? Something good has happened to you, If you can't, I saw some devotees did not raise their hand. So I want to tell them, I'm sure something good must have happened to you in the last 1 year. Definitely, no? Okay. If you can't remember anything in the last 1 year, something good, Can you be grateful for something that has happened to you since you took birth? Right? That you will have to share now in 2 minutes. That is going to be an exercise. Choose a partner like yesterday. Somebody next to you would be ideal if you can. Okay. And I'm not going to give you, I'm just going to give you 2 minutes. And when 10 seconds are left, I'll say 10 seconds left. So you'll have to immediately swap or do what you want. I'll tell you the rules of this game. We are going to go to 3-4 levels now of gratitude. So you have to really attentively hear what your partner is saying, because this is going to be fast, unlike yesterday. And you have only 2 minutes to also listen to your partner and also speak. You decide who will speak first, how you will speak, how much you will speak, all that you decide. So what you will do, you will start sharing with your partner the gifts that you have got in the recent past. It could be last 24 hours, ideally. But if last 24 hours you can't remember anything, go back. Be thankful to Krishna. Express your gratitude to Krishna, to your partner. Prabhuji, I'm very grateful to Krishna for 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Is it difficult? No, very simple, right? But listen to this very carefully. This is ideally fresh gratitude. If you can't, whatever comes to your mind, don't start calculating, thinking, planning as your partner is speaking. Just be spontaneous. Just spontaneously thank. You understand? I'm not telling you to write and then speak. This is spontaneous. Like, for example, let's say you are my partner, okay? And my time starts now. Just listen to this carefully. Remember, you are my partner and I'm now getting a chance to speak. We have 2 minutes. So 1 minute I will speak, 1 minute you speak. The time has started. So this is what I'll tell you. Spontaneous. You know, Prabhuji, I'm very grateful to Krishna for, today morning I heard a temple Chopati Bhagavatam class. I was very busy, but I thought I should hear because I've been feeling, somehow I heard that class and it was so good. Thank you, Krishna, for that. Second, I'm very grateful to Krishna for, few days back, somebody offered me French fries and I'm not supposed to eat at all. Strictly ordered not to eat French fries. And I knew it will be very dangerous. I get back pain when I eat. I prayed to Krishna and I ate it. Nothing happened to me. I'm thankful to Krishna. Last year, I was coming from US, coming from Madrid to US, and I lost this bag which contains my passport and my visa. All those things are the documents, money, everything. This bag got lost in the Madrid airport, and miraculously, it's a long story. Some other time I'll tell you, Prabhu. But I got that bag. One girl, Shamli, she was in our retreat. She found it. I'm so grateful to Krishna. And fourth, I'm very grateful to Krishna that I fell in a river. All sharp rocks were there. I fell on my back, and my head fell on that small spot where there was no rocks, only water. So I'm so grateful for that. And I'm also grateful that as I was going out of the train in Eurostar, I was getting down and I forgot my bead bag. I've been chanting for the last 25 years on that bead bag. And as I was going out, suddenly I remembered my bead bag. And I came back and I picked up my bead bag. I'm so grateful to my time is over. But you saw what has happened. I thanked spontaneously for 5 things. Now, you are my partner. I hope you have heard carefully because I'm going to ask you some questions based on what I thanked Krishna in the next round. But for now, at least this is not planned. I spontaneously thanked. I thank even for French fries. Spontaneously, what comes to your heart? Okay, don't have to plan and think and analyze. Just be honest. Is that okay? Can you start? You have 2 minutes. You decide who will speak how much. Your time starts now. Share with your partner. Start. 30 seconds more, just 30 seconds more. Hare Krishna. Okay, before we go ahead, so far we have discussed three very, very important points on gratitude. What is the first point today we discussed on gratitude? Specific. Gratitude is not abstract, it is specific. And whose example we gave? Kunti Maharani. Second principle of gratitude? Keep gratitude fresh. And third very important point we discussed, gratitude emotion happens when you realize two things. Something very valuable you get, and it's not, and you have been given. That's when gratitude happens. Now, please understand what you have done just now. I hope you both of you shared what you are grateful for. Only one person shared. Oh, that's very unfortunate. I clearly said, I'll tell you 30 seconds are left. I told you 30 seconds are left. How many of you feel you did not share what you are grateful for? Okay, you have 30 seconds more. Hare Krishna. If you have already shared, you can share more. There can be more things to be grateful for. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you. I hope now both of you have shared. So what you have done just now, okay, there is, everybody, what is common to all of us? What is it that sannyasis also want, grahasthas also want, young boys also want, Matajis also want, Prabhujis also want, animals also want? Happiness. And what is the difference between happy and unhappy people? People say, Prabhuji, happy people are grateful. I say no. It's other way around. Grateful people are happy. And this seminar, what we are doing, this will make you very, very wealthy. There are many books in the market. Have you seen these books? How to be rich. And for many grahasthas are interested in that book. Okay, I'll ask a question to you. What is more important? To be rich, or if you had a choice, to be rich or to feel rich? I know what you are thinking in mind. Prabhuji, both. You are saying feel rich is important, but you are thinking, Prabhuji, I want to have both. I want to be rich also. I want to feel rich also. Right? Be honest. Actually, this seminar, if we practice the principles of gratitude, you will feel rich. And when you feel rich, you'll also become rich. Don't ask me how. But you will. And the best, what is the advantage of feeling rich over being rich? You don't need to be rich. And secondly, most important, you don't have to worry about taxes. Anyway, that's another topic. So we are discussing fresh gratitude. And if you see something, for fresh gratitude, you can be thankful for even the ordinary things. Because I was caught suddenly, I landed up thanking Krishna for French fries. And some of you may think, I thought Prabhuji is very senior devotee, very advanced devotee. He must be thanking Krishna for something big things. Because we are human beings. See, we are human beings first, and we have human needs and desires. Once in my journal, I write a gratitude journal. So that time we didn't have a room. I had a small locker, and we were open space we were living. So I have a journal. I carry it always. Wherever in the world I go, I carry that box. And I was writing my journal. I taken out a paper and I was writing what I'm grateful for. And what happened? One of my brahmachari friends, who is a cook in the temple, he's my very close friend. He told me that he will feed me something which I don't like and I will like it. Because he knows I'm South Indian. And there are North Indian delicacies which North Indians love. Punjabis love it. And I just can't stand it. That's my problem. Like, chole, everybody loves chole. I just don't like chole. And he told Prabhuji, I'll make chole in such a way that you will love it. And second thing I don't like is, arbi. Very sticky. So he said, Prabhuji, I'll make arbi in such a way, you will eat arbi only. I said, really? And then third thing I don't like at all, I can't even see it. That's rajma. And Punjabis and Kashmiris friends I have, they will just eat rajma only. And he said, Prabhuji, I'll make rajma in such a way that you love it. So what happened? He's my very close friend and he's the head cook. So, and you know what he did? He cooked all 3 items for me that day. And rajma, my God, he made rajma tacos, Mexican flavored. And I was just eating rajma without chapati, without rice. It was so tasty. And then he gave me one bowl of arbi. I thought it will be sticky, but it was like French fries. It was like, deep fried and it was so crispy. I couldn't believe it is arbi. And he gave me a bowl of chole. I said, nahi, chole, probably try karo. And I was mesmerized. You know what is that chole? He had put Italian sauce. He calls it Italian chole. I was eating it. And then what happened the night in my gratitude journal? I just wrote, thank you, Krishna, so much. Today, through my very dear friend, you gave me amazing chole, rajma, and arbi. And as I wrote that, before I wrote the next sentence, somebody said, Prabhuji, your father has called. My father had called me on the phone, landline. So I kept the paper there and I went. And when new brahmachari who had joined the ashram, he was cleaning or something, he was going, he saw that paper. And he picked it up and he looked at me. He thought, Prabhuji wrote this. He was bewildered. So he thought, I'm such a senior devotee and he didn't expect me to thank Krishna for something like that. So after a few days, he met me. He said, Prabhuji, sorry to ask you, but I saw you in your journal, you are thanking Krishna for rajma, chole, arbi. I thought you will thank Krishna that for the gift of pure devotional service that you got, or you will thank Krishna for your guru's bhakti that you got. All those big things he started saying. I didn't know you will thank Krishna even for that. So we can thank Krishna for these things also. He asked me, can we thank Krishna for such simple things? So that time I told him one sentence. I said, it is better to remember Krishna for ordinary thing than to forget Krishna in pursuit of the extraordinary thing. Many of us have extraordinary ambition. I want to go back to Godhead in this very lifetime with pure devotional service. We don't know what is back to Godhead. We don't know what is pure devotional service. And in that pursuit, we become so dry, we forget Krishna. But sometimes ordinary attachments we have, and if we remember Krishna with gratitude for that emotion we invest there, that way is better. Because ultimately, whatever bhakti we are doing, our Rupa Goswami has said the goal is to remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. If you're not remembering Krishna and having big goals, it is better to have small goal and remember Krishna. Anyway, so this is the first principle we discussed. We did interactive today. Fresh gratitude, right? Now comes a very interesting section. See what you have done just now, this fresh gratitude, if you do it every day for a few minutes, this will give you natural dopamine. See, that is dopamine is one of the 4 happiness hormones we all need. And most of us seek dopamine through this. Unfortunately. But this is very unnatural. It's another class on this. What is all, I will take some other time. But you can get naturally also dopamine. What happens, when you practice fresh gratitude, what will happen? If you practice this every day, I have to thank what I got for the last 24 hours. If you practice this every day, we'll be constantly looking for good things. Psychologically, when you're walking around, you will be, because you have to enter it in the diary, in the night. So you will be looking at what are the good things that are happening to you. You will be like, American management guru Peter Drucker, we should read his books when we were in college. He said a very beautiful statement. He said, those organizations are successful which follow the principle of catch them doing right. We generally catch people doing wrong. This principle works in our inner life also. Catch the right things happening to you. We generally catch the gaps. We generally catch the wrong things. Can you catch the good things happening to you first? Then you catch the wrong things. Once I put a big board and in our counselors meeting, I wrote 4 multiplied by 3 is equal to 12 on the board. I wrote, listen to this carefully. 4 into 3 is equal to 12. 7 into 5 is equal to 38. 8 into 8, 64. 9 into 4, 36. What do you see?
Second one.
What is the second one you saw? What did you say? 7 into 5? All of you observed that. You didn't observe the other right things I wrote. 9 into 4, 36. You didn't say, Prabhuji, that is right. 9 into 4. Anyway, but you got it. You got the point I'm making. Of course, please don't misunderstand me. You have to catch wrong things. You have to catch gaps. Otherwise, you will not progress. But you can't be looking at the gaps whole day, all the time. Catch the right things happening to you also. So when I practice fresh gratitude, I'm always looking for things to be grateful for. Now comes the most interesting round. Turn to your partner. When I say start, I will demonstrate also how to do it. Don't immediately start. You're going to practice adding. You're going to now invest. This is called as why gratitude. First was fresh gratitude. Why gratitude is why, which means you are going to add emotions to your gratitude. You're going to explain to your partner. You remember what are the things you thank Krishna for? And you remember what your partner thanked Krishna for? Now you have to help each other find out why you are grateful for that. This is interesting. Again, this doesn't have to be, let me clarify, this doesn't have to be very big answer. It doesn't have to be very esoteric spiritual answer. I'm very grateful to Krishna that I passed the exam because I want to pass the exam and then become a pure devotee of Krishna and then preach the Krishna conscious message all over the world. Don't give all these superficial, inauthentic answers. Be honest why you are grateful. And again, it can be spontaneous. Because generally when we are grateful for something, there is a why. We just said we have not asked that question. If you are my partner, you remember what all I thank Krishna for? Now, if you ask me why, I have to answer. What are the things I thank Krishna for? French fries. You remember that only? Okay. Okay, wait. If I have to answer why, If I have to answer why, and this is a round of where you have to be honest, authentic. So I'm feeling shy, but I'll answer. So I thank Krishna for the French fries because I like good food. Hare Krishna. What is the other thing I thank Krishna for? Morning Bhagavatam class, I thank Krishna for because I was feeling dry because I'm only giving lectures, I'm not hearing. And today morning when I heard, I felt nourished. That's why I thank Krishna. What else I thank Krishna? I lost my passport bag. Obviously, I'm very grateful because imagine an Indian citizen in Madrid on the way to US losing his passport. Where I would be? Who am I? I have no identity. That is why I'm grateful to Krishna. What is the other thing I was thankful to Krishna? Bead bag. I lost my bead bag and I remembered it. I'm grateful because I've been chanting in this bead bag for 25 years, Prabhu. I can't imagine what would have happened if I'd lost it. What is the other thing I thank? I fell on the river. If I'd fallen on the rock, my skull would have cracked and I would have bled and maybe I would have died. So I'm grateful. So you see what I did? I didn't give some esoteric reason. I just gave spontaneously. There was some why. We are just trying to touch that why. Can you do that? Your time starts now. 30 seconds more. If you haven't shared, please share with your partner. 30 seconds more. Thank you for doing this. Scientific studies have proven that those who practice gratitude, their blood pressure, if they have a blood pressure problem, it reduces by 25 to 30%. People who have insomnia, who don't get sleep at night, they get better sleep at night. These are all scientific studies. See, I'm not speaking about all of that because you will find all of that. Our Google Baba will tell you everything. So I don't want to share with you what is already there on the internet. What I'm sharing with you, you will not find anywhere on the internet. I'm sharing with you what I'm practicing. So internet will give you a lot of, if you are not convinced about gratitude, just go on internet and type benefits of gratitude. You will get so many benefits, and medical research studies have proven. I'm just sharing with you because people ask how to practice. How question is very common in Islam. Everybody asks how. So I'm telling you how. So now we are going to do the most difficult part of the gratitude exercise. For this, you will need the help of your partner. This is called adding Krishna into our gratitude.
We were doing that.
Now you will do it better. So we were thanking Krishna we practice fresh gratitude. We practice why gratitude. Now you are going to see Krishna in the things that you are grateful for. Because Krishna is always doing one of the three things to us. Whenever we are grateful for something, Krishna is doing one of the three things. So it could be more, but I'm just giving you an example like this. Krishna arranges things for us, or Krishna does for us. Second, Krishna sometimes allows us to do. Like, how many of you always choose Krishna over Maya? Wow, one person. Congratulations. How many of you sometimes choose Krishna and sometimes Maya? Yeah, thank you. I think all of us are same. So what happens to many people? They get scared because if they're chosen Maya, then they don't come back to Krishna because we are scared of being judged in this world also. If you promise something to someone and then you don't do it, you avoid that person because you are afraid that you will be judged. Unfortunately, we fear Krishna also like that. But if you come back to Krishna and tell Krishna, thank you, you allowed me to do this. Thank you, you gave me permission. Thank you for allowing me to come back to you. So Krishna sometimes allows us to play around with material energy. Krishna allows us to make mistakes. Krishna is very kind to us. So Krishna allows us, Krishna arranges for us, or Krishna permits us, Krishna does things for us. And third thing, Krishna advises us also. Krishna tells us. Have you heard that voice in the heart sometimes? Just it, don't do this or do this. It's a sense of knowing beyond knowing. Have you heard that voice of Paramatma? That's Krishna advising you. Okay, if you are my partner, how will you help me see Krishna's intervention in my life in the examples I gave? French fries was Krishna allowing me to indulge. ठीक है यार, मजा कर ले. Krishna is very kind. I should not have done that. But ठीक है, अभी क्या करें? तेरे गिरने में तेरी हार नहीं. Sorry, many of you may not know Hindi. तेरे गिरने में तेरी हार नहीं, तू इंसान है, अवतार नहीं. If you slip and fall, it's okay, but come back to Krishna. That is more important. So Krishna allowed me to eat that French fry. Any other incident I told you for which I'm grateful to Krishna?
Not getting hurt.
Not getting hurt when I fell on the river. Krishna did it. Krishna arranged. Krishna protected me. Krishna put his hand and saved me. Third, I found my passport bag which I lost. Again, Krishna arranged it. Krishna saved me. Krishna arranged that passport bag to be found. What else? Bhagavatam class. Krishna advised me. Krishna told me, Prabhu, hear the class. Right? That voice I heard. And although my mind was saying, you have got so many things today, you have got an evening program, you have got exercise, you have so many things to do. No, hear the class. But Krishna's voice is very soft. It doesn't come again and again. You have to catch it and then do it. So I'm very grateful that Krishna advised me. One more thing I thank Krishna for. Beat bag, I forgot. And Krishna reminded me. See, if you're walking with somebody you love, and you're talking, your friends, you're walking, and suddenly you forget something, and that friend tells you, "Hey, Prabhu, you forgot your bag." So what will you tell him immediately? Thank you. So if you have forgotten something, and if you remember, it was Krishna. Krishna is always next to you. Do you realize? Do you know that in the scripture it is said? The Upanishads explain Ekadesh Samane Vrikshe Purusho Nimagne. In the branch of the same tree, there are two birds, you and Krishna, the soul and Krishna. So when you remember something, it is Krishna telling you. So I forgot my bead bag. So in that night journal I wrote, "Thank you, Krishna, for telling me to pick up my bead bag." You saw how we have added Krishna here. So in all the 4-5 examples I gave, I could see that Krishna is either advising me, Krishna is allowing me,
Just doing.
many of you are quiet here. Nobody, you remember? What does Krishna do? Arrange, allow, advise. Yeah, remind is advise, same thing. Okay? Advise, allow, or arrange. You can have same thing. So can we add Krishna into all our gratitude practices? Can you discuss with your friend? Can you help your friend, partner, if she's not able to connect to Krishna? Can you help your partner now? Don't just sit straight, yes, nod, or no. Something. Okay, your time starts now.
You are staying here.
I'll come back. What drinks in it's not exactly prasad. Some chai or hot chai. After I come back, without only ginger wala water. Kada.
30 seconds more, just 30 seconds more. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. I'll tell you one secret. Even if you don't feel grateful, it's okay. Even if you don't feel grateful for something, it's okay. Just searching for what can I be grateful for. That itself will make you happy. It's a very, very important secret. Gratitude is so powerful that just searching for what I could be grateful for will make you happy. So imagine if you're actually grateful, what will happen? Now, what you did just now, Krishna factor, is not my speculation. How many of you have heard of Mahaprakash Leela? Okay, what is the main feature of Mahaprakash? What happened in Mahaprakash Leela? Who will explain? Briefly, fast. What is Mahaprakash Leela's main thing? Wait, one person. Raise your hand, I'll ask you to speak. Yes. Lord distributed mercy. Yes. What else? What has happened in Mahaprakash Leela? Wait. He shows himself according to the mood of the devotees. Yes. Anybody else? Raise your hand, then speak. Yes, Mataji. The Lord appreciates the devotees. Very good. There is something else that happens in Mahaprakash Leela. Who will say? Yes, Prabhu.
That's the only time he actually come out and said, I am.
That is the only time he came out and said he is God. Yes. What else happened? Yes, it's about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
How he does his Mahaprakash Leela at Srivasa's house.
Yes, he does pastimes in Srivas Thakur's house. That is all about Mahaprakash Leela. Anything else about Mahaprakash Leela that you know? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is grateful for the service of his. You are thinking was gratitude seminars. No, there is something more. Yeah, you are right. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is grateful. But there is something. You are very close. There is something I'm looking for. Wait, anybody else wants to answer? Yes, Mataji. I'm saying, what is the main theme that is coming out in? You don't give me one example. What is the principle in Mahaprakash Leela that you are seeing? Jai Shri Srila Gopijan Vallabh Bhagwan ki Jai. Nitai Patit Pavan Gaurari Bhagwan ki Jai. Lord revealed the qualities of his devotee. That also happened in Mahaprakash Leela. Something else happened in Mahaprakash Leela which is very, very amazing. That is an example. That is something common that happened. That is one principle that happened.
Mahaprabhu called.
Yes, anybody knows what happened in Mahaprakash Leela, which was very, very special? You want to say something? Mukund, na? No.
Yes. I wanted to say the devotees are grateful for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Devotees are grateful. Yes, you are very, very close. There is something that happened in Mahaprakash Leela which is connected to the exercise we did just now. Emotions also, something else Lord did. Yes, Lord. You want to say something? Then I'll come back to you. You want to say something, Prabhu? No, that's an example. I'm not asking for examples. What is the principal theme that you see in Lord arranged? Okay, I'll give you the answer. This is the only place where nobody got the answer right. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reminded the devotees that he came and helped them. In so many cases, like I'll give an example. Gangadas Pandit. What happened to Gangadas Pandit in Mahaprakash Lila? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Gangadas, do you remember? The Muslims attacked your village and you were afraid. You wanted to protect your family. It was raining heavily. There was a flood. And you came to the bank of Ganga. There was no boatman available. You thought you will not drown in the river rather than allow your family to be dishonored by these Yavanas. And as you were so panicky, at that moment from nowhere, a boat appeared. Remember that boatman who took you across? I was that boatman. The Mahaprabhu looked at Das, one devotee called Das. Das, remember, you had a very high fever and you were about to die. You were delirious. And you just thought when you were dying, suddenly from nowhere, a doctor appeared and he rubbed some herbs on your forehead and you got cured. And you were looking for the doctor, you didn't find him. Remember? Now Gangadas Pandit, this devotee called Das, they were shocked because this incident happened many years ago. They remembered it, but it had happened many years ago. And Mahaprabhu is saying, I came as the doctor. Then Mahaprabhu turned to Advaita Acharya. Remember Advaita Acharya, you took a vow that till you figure out this shloka from the Gita, 13th chapter, you will not take prasad. And for 3-4 days, you are not understanding the verse. And suddenly you understood because I entered your head and I gave you the understanding. Srivas Thakur, remember, you were thrown out of the Bhagavatam class of Devanand Pandit for creating disturbance. You felt very sad and hurt, but you didn't say anything to anybody. You came home and you started reading Bhagavatam and you started feeling so happy when you read Bhagavatam. You know why you felt happy? I entered your heart and gave you that happiness. Haridas Thakur, do you remember what happened to Haridas Thakur? He was beaten in 22 marketplaces. And Mahaprabhu said, you didn't feel any pain because Mahaprabhu showed his back. His back had all the lashes. So, what I'm saying, Lord does things, Lord reveals things. You are not part of Mahaprakash Lila. Actually, Mahaprakash Lila is happening in your life also. You know, once I was coming from Mumbai, I was going to school and our auto rickshaw turned in Mumbai and a huge bus came in the front and just a narrow 1 second we escaped. It was such a close shave. You know what I did? I gasped, oh, Krishna. I was sure dead at that moment. Thank you. Thank you, Krishna. And after 2 seconds, what happened? I was busy checking WhatsApp message. As if nothing had happened. But I could have seen, no? It has Mahaprakash Lila. Okay, how many of you here, be honest, how many of you have ever been in a car or a train or a plane where you thought you just had a narrow, close shave from death? See, so many of you. That means when driving, you felt, oh, it's a small mistake, I would have died. So who saved you? Krishna. So what I'm trying to say is, can't we see Krishna in our day-to-day gratitude practices? Is it difficult? It's not. You just need a practice. And writing is a great practice. So now we're going to do last 2 very, very important exercises. Okay, before we go ahead, what are the few things we have discussed today? What is the first point we discussed today? Specific. Gratitude is not abstract, it is specific. Second, fresh gratitude. Third,
You are grateful for the things which are valued.
somebody raise your hand, I can't hear. Yes.
Things that are valuable and
Yeah, gratitude means things are valuable and we are given. We are not doing it. Yes. And what else? What gratitude we discussed today? Raise your hand if you want to say something, please. Nothing else we discussed.
Adding Krishna.
Before adding Krishna, what did we discuss? Why? We discussed adding emotions into our gratitude, and then adding Krishna. And how do we see Krishna in our gratitude practices? What does Krishna do? Arrange, allows,
Advise and remind.
advises or reminds us. Krishna tells us all these things. So now, all of you have paper and pen? All of you have some access to writing, either a phone or a paper and pen? Okay. Now I'm going to give an exercise. In 1 minute, you have to write something. Now, please listen to this very carefully. See, before you write something, I'll tell you gratitude actually contains, gratitude has 3 components. See, gratitude is complete when all 3 things are there. Otherwise, gratitude can be very selfish. No, I am grateful I got chole and I got rajma. I am so grateful, Krishna, you saved me from an accident. Krishna, it's all about I. So gratitude has 3 components. First is love. If you're really grateful, no, you will feel loved by Krishna. Second, gratitude means grace. And third, gratitude means giving. So what does it mean? Love, grace, and gratitude. I'll give a simple example. Love means, gratitude gives you love means sometimes you will be unhappy. Sometimes you may be sad in life, but still you can feel loved. Is it possible? Okay, I'll give one example. What I'm trying to say. Please listen to this. A gratitude practice will make you feel loved, not happy. Sometimes you may be sad. Life may, are you always happy? Can you see? Also remember one thing, you can't be grateful for everything. You can't be grateful for these Hamas terrorists entering and killing all these babies. How can you be grateful for that? You can't be grateful for everything, but you can be grateful at every moment. You can't be grateful for everybody and everything. And sometimes you'll be very sad because life, you're not always happy. Are you always happy? See, one of the biggest modern world propaganda cheating is you should always be happy. Wrong. Bhagavatam says, if you want to be miserable, keep asking, am I happy? Until 1920s and 1930s, all the greatest philosophers in the world, nobody spoke about happiness as our birthright. Everybody said happiness is a gift of universe, God. Sometimes you will be happy, sometimes you will not be happy. This is modern disease. If you say you are not happy, they think you need to see a psychiatrist. Now, sometimes I tell people, like I was called for a meeting last week for a meeting. I was very tired and I was a little unhappy because something happened with my cousin. So he said, can you join? I said, no, Prabhu, I'm very sad today. He said, sad? Are you okay? I said, no, I'm not happy, but I'll be all right tomorrow. He kept looking at me on the video call. What do you mean? I said, I'm not happy today, but I'm okay. You don't have to be happy all the time. How many of your parents here? You have a daughter, son, right? Okay, this question is specifically to mothers. The very, very stupid question. Do you love your child? What Prabhuji is asking, stupid question. I'm a mother. I'll not love my child. Okay. Now, does your child only give you happiness? What are the different emotions you feel because of your child? Anger. Tell me, what are the emotions you feel? Frustration, anger, anxiety, happiness also. So that's how life is. We have overhyped happiness, Anyway, so that point is not, what I'm saying is love means gratitude will give you love. And sometimes you will be sad also, still you will feel love. I'll give one example. 2011, when my father passed away, I was in Badrinath. And I got so sad. I was so disoriented. I rushed to my village. And for the next 13, 14 days, I was sad. But somehow, because I had this gratitude practice, to be very honest, that entire period, I was in deep state of love and peace because I was only remembering all the gifts. I was remembering my father with a lot of gratitude. So I can't say I was happy. Who will be happy when your parent passes away, but I was in a state of love. It's possible? You understand what I'm saying? Okay, just last week, one of my very close friends in America, very big tragedy. His sister is in Germany, and her husband left her, and she has 3 small children, and he cheated on her, and she found out, and he covered his tracks. He's a lawyer. She was left in the lurch. And when he told me, I was so angry, and immediately called up a friend in London who contacted her in Germany. And then a lot of things, the next 4 hours, we were only ensuring that she gets some support and some way she can be connected to some community. So 4-5 hours, I was in a state of anger. And I called 3-4 devotees, and then devotees rallied around her. Anyway, the things were sorted. So that night when I sat down before sleeping, I relaxed and I realized I was very angry, but I was also I was in a state of deep gratitude because I was seeing how devotees are so nice. Oh, all around the world, devotees came to help, and devotees are supporting her. So that made me I was not exactly happy. I was still angry. I'm still angry. I'm still angry what has happened, but I'm also in a very good space. Do you get it? See, this cannot be explained in words. I tried my best. Gratitude has 3 components. One is love. You will be in a state of love. You may not be happy always. Second is gratitude will give you gratitude as grace. Grace means, gratitude is about receiving Krishna's love. Many of us are very poor. Now, this may shock you. Many of us are very poor in receiving. See, we are very good in giving. I'll tell you honestly, I also, for a long time, when I'm with people, I can talk to them about them for a long time. But if people start talking about me, I become very uncomfortable. So I was in Houston 3 weeks ago, and my host there, for 4 days, 3-4 days I was with him. I would ask him, how is your family? Probably everybody is fine. Probably, but how is your mother doing? He would ask me. He would just give one-line answers for anything I asked him. So what is your daughter studying? Probably she's studying computer science. But probably, what about your childhood? He just whole time was only talking about me. And I was very uncomfortable because I'm not used to it. Wherever I go, I never talk about myself. But after half an hour, I realized, wait, this is an opportunity for me to be practicing grace. Now, let me make him happy because he's really desperate to know about me. So it requires a lot of grace to receive, to be at the center of, like we can give, but to receive now it's not easy. So gratitude is about receiving. Krishna is giving me. We need to pause and accept what Krishna is giving. We need to connect to that, but we want to rush. Our life is so fast. So gratitude means grace. Grace means receiving what Krishna is giving with dignity. There has to be some grace. So love, grace, and third, which is what I'm going to make you do now, exercise. Very, very important. What is gratitude? Third component? Giving means giving love. See, it is very easy to say thank you. Difficult to mean a thank you. And more difficult to live a thank you. If somebody gives me a cup of water when I'm thirsty, if somebody gives a cup of water when you're thirsty, what do you say? Thank you. But that's where our gentlemanly behavior ends. What about abundant water that Krishna is giving through rains? What I'm saying is, it's easy to say a thank you, but to mean it, to live it. And we live a thank you when we give love, when we actually pray for others' well-being, when we actually keep ourselves out of the center and make the other person at the center. This is what we did yesterday. So now what you're going to do is, you're going to give gratitude. How? You're going to give a blessing. We are not somebody great, but in 1 minute, you will write a name, and next to that name, you will write, Krishna, please, then write a blessing or a prayer for that person. Do you know some people in life? Do you know at least 50 people? It could be your neighbor. Like, for example, today morning, my blessing journal contained 4 names. So you can write about one person and write 10 sentences about him, or you can write 10 people and write 1 sentence about them. Just at least minimum one sentence. Krishna, please. It could be, like today morning I wrote, Sundaranand Prabhu, dash. Krishna, please. He's now going through the 3rd round of chemotherapy. Please reduce his pain. No, like that. You getting what I'm saying? Second, I don't want to embarrass. There are some children here whom I met in the last 3 days. I wrote their names. And then I wrote, Krishna, please let them get pure love and let them always be safe and protected. It just takes one sentence, one line. And then third, I wrote about my mother. Not that I can bless my mother, but a prayer. Krishna, please let her be happy. Now remember, very important, when you're writing this name, is it difficult? Actually, it's very difficult. You know why? You will write a name, you will write Krishna, please. When you're actually writing a blessing or a journal or a prayer for them, you may slip your own selfishness there. It could be like, you couldn't become a doctor. So you may write about your son. Let's say your son's name is Manish. Manish, Krishna, please let my son become a doctor. You understand what I'm saying? I couldn't, like Dhritarashtra couldn't become the king. So he wanted his son Duryodhana to be the king. So be careful about keeping yourself out. And trust me, this is the most fulfilling aspect of gratitude. I'll tell you what happens when you write. How this can be very misleading. Okay, Kadam Kanan Prabhu. No, I could write like this. Kadam Kanan Prabhu, dash. Krishna, please, let him understand how wonderful I am. Let him see my good qualities. So, am I praying for him actually? See, I'll tell you how this is powerful. I'll give an example. Then you can start this. Just 1 minute exercise, but if you do it regularly, you will actually spread love and you will feel that the other person will also feel that you love them. I was with a group of Pandav Sena. You know Pandav Sena? Boys and girls from UK. We were going from London to Paris through Eurostar, the train, and we were going to New Mayapur. So this is an amazing incident. This happened just 3 months back. You should know this. So at the station, we were waiting for the train, and Ram, who is the chairman of Pandav Sena, he looks at me and Prabhu, you see that girl? I said, yeah. And she was in, typical British girl, Victoria. He told me about her name. She's Victoria. And she's absolutely new. And she's going to come for the trip, 10 days trip. I said, why? Why are you allowing her to come? Because she doesn't know anything. And in that retreat, 10 days, they're going to have Mangalarti every day. Compulsory. And there's going to be Tulsi Arti and Bhagavatam class. And I have to give 10 days class on Ramayana, detailed Ramayana, Sundarakand, one class entirely on Dashrath and Kaikeyi's conversation. And I was like, no, I'll have to filter everything and, make it palatable for her. And I said, nahi yaar, I don't want to do that. Why did you get all these new people? He said, Prabhuji, don't worry. See, we were walking in the street, we saw her and we gave her a book. And she said, who are you guys? We said, we are Pandav Sena. So she took out her phone and she Googled Pandav Sena. And she said, oh, you guys are going for some trip tomorrow? So we said, yeah, tomorrow we're going to Paris. Can I join? So we said, yeah. So she's there. So for me, from India, these things don't happen in India so much. So then he said, Prabhu, so we couldn't tell her, don't come. So then I said, but what do I do? He said, Prabhu, you don't worry. You just be yourself. You just speak Ramayana. I said, but she's new. She's a 17-year-old British girl. And she's coming for a ISKCON Ramayana retreat. A Mangalarati, she will dance, Hare Krishna. What we will do? So I said, okay, now Ram is telling me don't change. So I said, I'll do my Ram Katha. But I had this journal journal is my strength. So every night, I write different names for prayers. But all the 10 days, one name was common every day. So first day, Victoria, Krishna, please let her not get bewildered in the yatra. Second day, Victoria, Krishna, please let her be happy. Because too many crowd and everybody has to cut the vegetables, cook, clean. But it's very intense retreat. But you know what happened? Fourth day, she on her own, she came to me, smiling. Prabhu, Hare Krishna. I said, Hare Krishna. And I was thinking is she sleepy, bewildered? She said, Prabhu, Ramayana is great, cool, I said, you like Ramayana? Oh yeah, Ram and Sita are amazing. she was actually genuine. Westerners, one thing, they not appreciate if they don't like, not like Indians, they will not, if they don't like, they'll say not, at least they'll keep quiet. And she was genuinely appreciating. And I said, but are you okay with the morning, we get up early in the morning and we do, yeah, it's cool, it's cool. I love the way you guys put a skirt on a plant. And you know what she's talking about? Tulsi Aarti. But that's cool, bro. That's amazing. It's far out, I'm so. And I think I was leaving after 7 days of the retreat. 7th day, just to please me, she came in front of me in a sari. She dressed in a sari. The girls in the retreat, they dressed, and she was like, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I felt like, wow, they dressed in a sari. So just 3 days back, I was talking to Ram on WhatsApp. I said, how is she doing? He said, Prabhu, she's attending every Friday program, our Sangha gathering, and she's now chanting 6 rounds. I was like, wow. So I'm not taking any credit for this. What I'm going to tell you is, see, a genuine love. See, when preaching also, it's not simply giving knowledge. Even our social interactions, if we silently offer a prayer for someone, it could be your brother, neighbor, somebody suffering from cancer. In my preaching, I meet people always insecure, either because of disease, financial insecurity, suffering. Just one prayer. Can we do that? What will you do now? What is the exercise? Write a name. Then Krishna, please. You can write as much as you want, or you can write another name and then write. Can you do this for 1 minute? Your time starts now. Start. Okay, stop and turn to your partner and immediately start sharing with him or her what are the gifts that you have, which Krishna has given you, which money cannot buy. Even if you are a billionaire, you could not have got that which you have now. Is there something you have which you could not have got even if you became a billionaire? Share that with your partner right away for 1 minute. And listen to your partner also. Start. 10 seconds more, just 10 seconds. 1. See, you have a lot of gifts, you realize? Even if you are a crorepati, billionaire, you could not have got. So many gifts you have been got. इबादत तो वो है, this is उर्दू पोएट्री. इबादत तो वो है जिसमें जरूरतों का जिक्र ना हो. इबादत तो वो है जिसमें जरूरतों का जिक्र ना हो तो बस उसकी रहमतों का शुक्र हो. So what it means is, prayer is not when we ask from the Lord, prayer is when we thank the Lord. But it doesn't sound so exciting as it but in Hindi, Urdu, it has its own flavor. So, what happens is, when we come also in front of Krishna in the temple, we come, how many of us thank the Lord? We directly come and ask. We come in front of the Lord and Amari mange puri kare. Prayer actually means to thank the Lord first. And we are supposed to come to temple to see the Lord, to meet the Lord, not to ask. आज कमाल का ताना मारा मंदिर में भगवान ने. आज कमाल का ताना मारा मंदिर में भगवान ने. मांगने आते हो हमेशा, कभी मिलने भी आया करो. So our problem is, we don't have that mood of Krishna is here to make. We need to have a relationship with Krishna. And when we are writing this gratitude journal, when you are praying for your son, your neighbor, your friends, we are not somebody, even when we are serving Krishna, we are not doing any favor on anyone. We are doing it for ourselves only ultimately. Like one of our pujaris in temple, he wakes up the deities every day morning. He gets up at 2:30, chants his rounds. Every day he's been doing it for many years. So I told him, Prabhuji, you are so lucky. You are waking up the deities. And he said a very interesting statement. He said, deities don't need me. I am waking up the deities so that I can wake up. So he said a nice statement. He said, मैं रोज सुबह मंदिर में घंटी बजाता हूँ. मैं रोज सुबह मंदिर में घंटी बजाता हूँ. सोया हुआ खुद हूँ, भगवान को जगाता हूँ. This is our problem. Well, I don't know how to translate it into Tamil, English. He's saying basically, I ring the bell every day in the morning, but I'm sleeping myself and I'm waking up the Lord. So now I want you to go back to that question which you answered yesterday. Remember? Yes. Can you just read it once? Now I have a question. In 1 minute, can you answer this? Can you write below whatever you've written yesterday? Can you write below on that? What are the benefits or positive outcomes of all the tragedies or difficulties that you have written? What are the positive things that can happen to you or that have happened to you because of all the painful situations that you have gone through in life? Can you write that now? Start. Don't stop your pen, just keep writing. What are the positive things or benefits that have happened to you because of the tragedies that you have gone through in life? Which you have mentioned earlier. Start. Thank you for doing these exercises. No more exercise. But I want to tell you something. We discussed the material benefits of gratitude, like blood pressure will go down, social comparisons will go down, you will be self-esteem will improve. A lot of benefits are there, internet will tell you, but there is some other benefits, spiritual benefits. What do you think is the ultimate benefit you will get if you practice gratitude journal?
Which you will call.
Seeing Krishna's hand in all the things that we have.
Yeah, you will learn to see Krishna's hand in your suffering also. You know the journal you wrote just now? You are now seeing positive in your tragedy. You know this Kunti's prayers we chanted? What did I chant? This prayers where Kunti is thanking Krishna for the gifts. You know, after those two verses which we chanted, where she's thanking Krishna for gifts. You know what is the next prayer she chants? You can repeat after me this verse. Vipada santuta shashvat tatra tatra jagadguru bhavato darshanam yasyat apunar bhava darshanam. She's thanking Krishna for all the gifts, and in the end she's saying, Krishna, give me more and more troubles. Can you imagine? Please don't ever imitate this prayer. We can't pray like this. Anybody here wants more difficulties? No. But just try to understand. Please understand. How can she pray like this? That means actually she's not asking for troubles. Please read between the lines. She is experiencing something when she is remembering Krishna during those troubles, because of which she prefers to have those troubles again. You know, this prayer is so deadly. I know many brahmacharis who have memorized all the verses of Kunti, but this verse they don't memorize. Why? They are saying, Prabhuji, if I chant this verse, and as I'm chanting and memorizing, and what if Krishna hears it and says, Tatastu? So but you have already chanted just now. But you won't get misery, don't worry. See, what Kunti is experiencing is, you know, just like this boy, one orphan boy was playing cricket with his friends in Bombay slums. He didn't have parents. He was playing in the slums. And his knee was injured very badly and he started screaming in pain. So they rushed him to the nearby charitable hospital, and there was an elderly nurse there. And she took care of this boy. And she gave him so much love, affection. She cured him. Then he came back to the slum where he was staying and he got cured. And after getting cured, he again started playing cricket with his friends. And when playing cricket, he kept looking at the hospital side and he was smiling. So his friends asked him, why are you looking there? Why are you smiling? He said, you know, I want to get hurt again. His friend said, hey, he was screaming so much in pain. I want to get hurt again. He said, yes, because when I got hurt, he wants to get hurt again actually? No, he said, when I got hurt, I was in the hospital. That Mataji, she took care of me so well. First time I understood what is a mother. I never knew what is a mother. So he was not wanting that pain. He wanted that love. So when devotees like Kunti are telling Krishna, give me more misery, they are saying because in remembering Krishna, They are feeling so much love that they don't mind getting misery. Again, I'm repeating, this is not for us to imitate. This is for us to get inspiration to remember Krishna. And that is why we said, let us practice fresh gratitude. Let us practice why gratitude. Let us see Krishna in our life. If we can't thank Krishna for our miseries, at least let us thank Krishna for the good things we have got. Then Krishna will one day give us the intelligence to thank him for the miseries also. Because miseries you can't avoid. तजुर्बे ने एक ही बात सिखाई है, तजुर्बे ने एक ही बात सिखाई है, नया दर्द ही पुराने दर्द की दवाई है. Experience has taught me one thing, that new pain is remedy for old pain.
Old
We
pain.
all
Yeah,
have to
because
go through
you forget
suffering.
all
So if you
that.
don't learn to thank Krishna, we will not be.
Wow.
So therefore, gratitude is extremely powerful. And what is the ultimate benefit you will get from gratitude practice? Anybody? One thing is you learn to see Krishna in your suffering, as you rightly said. Anything else you'll get if you practice gratitude? I'll end with this. This one. See good things in life. What else?
Feel loved.
Feel loved by Krishna. You will love Krishna. Actually, somebody in one seminar I remember somebody said, if you practice gratitude journal, we'll develop love for Krishna. I said no. Love for Krishna will come later. First, you will realize that Krishna loves you. Please listen to this. Loving Krishna is later. But if you practice gratitude, even if you don't love Krishna, you will realize that. And that is very powerful. If you realize Krishna loves you, what will happen? हो जाएगा. ना करते प्यार तुम्ही से कर बैठे. You didn't want to love Krishna, but you kept thanking Krishna. करना था इनकार, मगर इकरार तुम्ही से कर. That will happen because you kept saying, you just kept thanking Krishna for the gifts you got.
Honestly, I think why
And then you feel love. Oh, Krishna loves me so much. He's given me so much.
25 years.
And when you realize Krishna loves me so much, you'll be surprised. You also will have affection for Krishna. Like my nephew is a rascal, but nice boy. I love my sister. I love him also. But he got married to a very nice girl. So they came to take blessings in the temple. She's very charming, very beautiful, very good family. So they came. So they said, Mama, give us our blessings. Then I took them, Mahaprasad, took them to Govindas. So then I was sitting with both of them. I said, tell me, I told that girl, how did you marry him? So he got offended. Hey, what are you saying? I'm a nice person. No, I was just joking actually. Of course, he also understood. But how did you agree to him? She said something interesting. She said, we were all friends in the college, 5 years, medical college, we were together. And at the end of 5 years, we were all for each other, good friends, taking care of each other, being there for each other, a big group. But at the end of 5 years, systematically, at the end of 5 years, I was convinced that he loves me so much. And then she said, I don't know how, when I was convinced that he loves me so much, I don't know how and when, but I also developed love for him. And when she said that, I said, you are bang on. This is exactly a relationship with Krishna. We somehow have to get convinced that Krishna loves me. Then you will also love Krishna. And how do we get convinced that Krishna loves me? Just thank Krishna for the gifts you have got. Okay, I'll give a simple example. If I do a favor to you, let's say I've done 13 favors to you. Okay, simple exercise. Let's say you will tell me, Krishna, you will tell me, Prabhuji, thank you. Because of you, I got a job. Prabhuji, thank you. Because of you, I got this. Thank you, Prabhuji. So when you thank somebody for 1, 2, 3, 4, for 13 things, what is the 14th thing that you will naturally ask him or tell him? What can I do for you? If you are thanking, thank you for this, Prabhuji, you gave me this, you gave me this. And finally, in the end, you will say, Prabhuji, you give me so much. Prabhuji, what can I do for you? Isn't this? You know what? If you thank Krishna every day, one day you will not realize how from your heart one sentence will come. Krishna, what can I do for you? Krishna, how can I please you? And the moment you write that sentence,
so you build
the
up
moment
that,
you say that to Krishna, how can I please you? You have entered the level of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. Madhavendra Puri, what is his prayer? He wants to get Chandan for Krishna, for his Gopal. He wants to please Krishna. He is not thinking about himself. So our prayers are all about ourselves. We are never asking Krishna what Krishna wants. And I'm not saying artificially do that also. At least be grateful for what you have. One day you will reach that stage of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. And the day we tell Krishna, Krishna, how can I please you? Our bhakti has become Shuddha Bhakti. Till that time, it is not pure devotional service. It is Sattva-guna Bhakti. Bhakti can also be in 3 modes. But it becomes Shuddha Bhakti when we tell Krishna, how can I please you? And that will automatically happen if you thank Krishna for constantly for what he is giving us. I'm going on and on and on. I'll stop here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I want to sincerely thank all of you for your kind participation in this 2-day workshop called Magic of Gratitude and Appreciation. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Do we have time for